Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the GOONCAST. Today, we are going to talk about ghosting, and I'm one of your hosts, Brandon.
What's up, everybody? It's Alex.
Hi, I'm Ming.
And we also have a guest, Audrey, with us, too.
Hello, it's Audrey.
Thanks
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So how have you guys been? How's your week's been?
All right, I'll go. Or Audrey, you go. It doesn't matter.
You can go.
All right. I finally went to the mall and bought a new pair of glasses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, I was, I wear glasses all the time. I don't wear contacts, and I've been getting kind of tired of my frame, and my frame also has been kind of like bent in a sense, so it's not sitting right on my face anymore. So I finally decided to drive to San Jose because I want to go to this specific place called Gin. I don't know.
Wow, you went to San Jose? Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, Gin is like a Japanese glasses company, and I was looking through their website. It seems pretty nice. They have one here in downtown SF, but I don't want to drive there and like find parking or bus there. It's just too complicated. So I just decided to drive to SJ. It's located in a mall. It's way easier. And I picked myself a frame that I think looks pretty nice, and it's coming in 2 to 3 weeks. So maybe you guys could see it then and tell me how you think. But it's different from what I have now. So I'm pretty excited.
It's not like thick frame like the one you have, right?
The one I have now, it's not thick frame either, but the lenses are really thick. And with them, they are able to thin down the lenses a little bit. Plus the blue light protection, because I stare at my computer all the time. So I think it's good. But
it actually helps.
Yeah, the overall frame design, it's a little different than what I usually go for. So, but Kevin and Simon was with me, so they helped me pick out what's the best.
Do you trust Simon's judgment though?
That's why I have Kevin there. I have two people there, so
yeah.
I don't trust myself. That's why I was like, if I don't have anyone there, I will be there trying on like different pairs or the same ones for hours.
Kind of like judging yourself, right?
Yeah, I can't decide which one. So I was like, I need people there to like tell me, hey, I think this one's better, and all that. So
cool.
That's pretty cool.
How about you guys?
I mean, for me, I'm just happy it's the weekend. Just had work all week, so ready for some relaxing and stuff. Playing some games, Apex.
You always play Apex.
I was going to bring that up. Oh, yesterday, Brandon, I was playing Apex. It's actually really fun.
Yeah, we should play sometime, dude.
It's hard, but it was me, Kevin, and Ivan, and dude, we just keep dying, but it's pretty fun.
It's super fun. Casual though, so it's like it doesn't mean anything.
Dude,
you know?
The characters are ugly though.
Is that all you care about, dude?
Dude, they had a lot of opportunities to make them like, I don't know, waifus and shit, but I don't know. They went for the realistic route, I guess.
Which if you want a waifu, you might as well just play Genshin Impact, dude.
Oh, I quit that game a long time ago.
Isn't that game super grindy though?
Yeah.
That's how I quit too.
Yeah. So, but yeah, sorry. Apex.
Yeah, Audrey plays Apex all the time. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I have a new game to split at 50-50 now, okay?
Wait, what's your new game? What do you play?
Destiny 2.
I see.
And then I also just got Valheim, which I'm trying to integrate into my schedule, but...
Ooh, I kind of want to play Valheim too. Maybe I'll get it.
It's almost like Rust, isn't it? Valheim?
Yeah, you just need that set group of friends that play, so...
Hey, Bing.
Nah, dude, I got no time for games. I only play like 2 hours, 3 hours a day.
Download Apex.
I think you would like Apex, man. It's short.
Just saying. We won't be on Valorant.
How many people can you have in a team?
3 people in a team.
What?
It's okay. You have 2 or 3 groups of 3. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all
you can just hit people up.
And then the matches are fast because we suck. So don't worry. 2 hours is efficient.
So what you do this week, Ming?
Nothing much really. The week's been long. I guess it's because traffic's been heavy.
I think it's because I don't know. Were you off last week for Monday?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I think it's because traffic's been heavy, so then the commute's been taking longer. So it felt like the week's been longer.
Oh yeah, traffic has been heavy.
Even for you?
Yeah, you know the usual route I take. Like I go to 25th and Lincoln to go to 19th, and man, it's just like Disneyland lines of cars, dude.
Wait, so you go through 25th, like through Golden Gate Park?
Yeah, usually it's pretty clear, but recently it's been a mess.
Oh, you know they messed up the traffic lights on 19th.
Oh, really? Is that why?
On 19th and 20th. So then whenever it's red on 19th, it's the opposite on 20th.
So is it like super long then, huh?
Yeah. So if it's green on 19th, it's red on 20th. So you have to stop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's also construction on 19th.
Yeah, there's construction on 19th.
It's so bad right now.
Yeah, it's ultra bad.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it makes my commute like 15 minutes longer.
Yeah, it does take like 15 minutes.
It's like I never knew I would have traffic going that way. Yeah, I do.
It does take 15 minutes longer.
Oh my god, it's horrendous. I leave at like 8:20. I get there at like 9:10, and I'm like, oh, I could have got there at 9.
I leave the house at usually around like 8:50, and I 7:50, and I get to the office at around like 8:30 or before 8:30. But now it takes like an hour.
God damn.
How about you, Brandon? Brandman.
Oh, me? Oh, I've just been streaming this week. Thursdays.
Thursday.
Twitch.tv and it's Brandman.
It's Brandman.
123.
123.
That plug though.
Twitch.tv. Brandman123. Make sure to subscribe. All right.
Subscribe to me.
Please follow
him.
Subscribe to me. Please follow me. So
Please follow. He can't have subscribes yet.
I can't hit affiliate otherwise. Just follow me.
Please follow me too. Thank you.
Yeah, but I've just been playing Apex on those days. I feel like I'm just such an Apex streamer now. Just playing Apex.
That's cool. All right. So maybe you could carry us sometimes. But
carry you guys?
Yeah, I heard you have a big backpack, Brandon.
No, my backpack's only level 1. I can't carry anything.
Yeah, but it's a fun game though. It's a fun game.
It is a fun game. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. So today we're gonna talk about ghosting. Ghosting as in like everything online texting related, where the other person doesn't really want to confront you. They just leave it at they just leave the conversation. So what
we all have done it.
And
people have done it to us.
Yeah, that's true. But so going into it, like what do you guys think about ghosting? What are your I guess I don't know. What do you think about it?
It's okay to ghost people that you don't know, but it's not okay to ghost your friends. That's what I think. But I mean, ghosting is kind of mean. But when I say like it's okay to ghost people that you don't know, I'm mainly talking about maybe like dating apps and all that. And I think people on it already kind of
you mean kind of like distant, right?
Yeah, but they kind of what's that word? Sorry, I just woke up. They kind of do it as well, and then they expect it, that hey, if this guy is not texting back after a day or something, then that means this person is not interested, and let's move on to the next one. But it's still kind of fucked up. I know. You should have the courtesy to tell the person that you're not interested, but sometimes you just don't want to kind of, like you said, confront it,
Yeah, it's like
But
I guess the idea of making people feel bad that you said
yeah,
something.
so I definitely done it before where I'm just not feeling the conversation, and
You've done it recently, dude.
I've done it to you.
You did it to Brandon when he
Ouch.
asked if he wanted to do this recording earlier.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
true.
dude.
I was like,
I
where's
think
this guy at?
I think I just forgot, and like I told Ming, oh yeah, cool, no problem. And then
But I told you to tell him too. You're like, ah.
I just assumed
I
that message will be randomly
I was kind of
delivered to Brandon. You
I
know.
was waiting for Alex's response too.
Yeah, that's my bad. But yeah, that's why I say I can't go. Don't ghost friends. That's fucked up.
You
But
just did it
no,
to
like
me.
yeah, another thing is like I've been pretty bad as a texter. So I think this year, just a little thing that I want to work on is my texting. So, and I already kind of failed. So,
I think I text people too much.
but
I get like
for me, it's just like maybe I take a little too long, or like I'll forget, and
I
or
see.
my text is like sometimes kind of dry because I'm just like whatever. But yeah,
True.
I mean,
I think with friends wise, it's okay if you forget to reply to them even after you message them. But I mean, if you ever see it again and respond, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I missed your message or something like that. I feel like that is okay. I wouldn't consider that as ghosting though.
Yeah, it's just more like
I don't
forgetful.
usually consider ghosting as like, oh, you forgot, or like you've been busy, so you can't like message them right away.
I mean, I think ghosting is just like you just don't talk to the person, like literally.
So would you say ghosting is intentional or accidental?
Definitely think it's intentional.
it's
Very
intentional.
intentional. Yeah.
It's intentional.
Like Alex brought up earlier, it's very common with the dating apps. I think it's definitely dating app culture. If you're not interested, you just
You
leave
just
it
don't
be.
deal with it anymore.
Yeah, you just don't deal with it, and okay, bye. Like, nice
Yeah.
2 seconds of my life.
Yeah. I feel like it's like it happens too with people you kind of like hate too over time because you just don't want to deal with the situation anymore. It becomes too much.
Yeah, you just start to pull away
Yeah.
for sure.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
So how would you guys respond to ghosting? Like if someone were to ghost you?
I mean, I think it's hard to respond to that because like even if you talk to them, they're just gonna not talk to you.
Yeah. So depending on the person or how many times they do it, I might get upset or
It's like
like
if they're like, I guess your friends, I would try to hit them up every now and then, but like eventually if the ghosting becomes like awful, like they're just not talking to you, then I'll just leave it because it's just not worth the trouble to deal with it.
yeah. I mean, we have a friend that kind of ghosts us.
Who?
Who is this?
Well, Joseph.
Oh,
Yeah, it just depends on who, and
Well,
sometimes I do get upset. It's just like, yo, and I will like confront them maybe later, be like, yo, you like, you know, you never text and all that, because then I also don't want to double text because it makes you seem hella desperate.
yeah.
So
Oh, I
I'll just
double
leave.
text all the time.
I do.
I double text all the time.
I'm very comfortable. I don't care.
Yeah,
Okay.
I give no
Yeah,
fucks, dude.
I don't know,
So self-conscious about it.
I think before I would, but it's just I do it quite often as well. It just make me look too desperate. That's how I see it, and I kind of pull back for myself. Just be like, you know what, whatever, dude. You know, I'm not gonna ask again, or you know, you can text me back when you're ready or whatever. You know.
When people double text, I feel like it's either people are trying to change the topic, or like the topic, a previous topic is just dead and we're just moving on to the next topic we're going to talk about. But honestly, you know, it doesn't really matter in my opinion.
I mean, honestly, I don't care. I just like text a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if they don't respond, I'm just like, oh, whatever.
I mean, currently in my family group chat, I'm the only one messaging in it for the past almost 3 weeks now. So is my family ghosting me?
Yeah.
Sometimes it do be like that. Oh shit.
But I mean, like, I think, at the end of the day, ghosting from whoever it is, it can hurt. But I just try to move on afterwards because it's not worth my time to stress about someone else's feelings towards me. And
You gotta worry about your own.
right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'm sure you guys have a lot of other people in your life you guys can talk to. And, the relationship isn't exactly the same, but
Oh yeah.
they're paying attention to your time. So I think as long as you guys have that mutual feeling.
Yeah, yeah. As long as you have the right people in your life too. Even if it's not a relationship.
Deep talks.
Deep talks.
I pulled up some questions about ghosting.
Okay.
And
hit us with it.
all right, y'all ready? All right. Is ghosting traumatic?
I would feel like if you're in a scenario with like trying to start a relationship or as a friend, ghosting can be pretty traumatic.
I feel like it's for people who aren't comfortable or aren't used to like communications, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then, they're like super embedded into talking to certain people, and then like sometimes they forget to message you or they're busy. And so I guess some people can see it as traumatic.
It's pretty traumatic, especially for like an overthinker.
Yeah.
And like Brandon said, if it's like in a relationship or you're new to the relationship or you're making new friends and they ghost you and you start overthinking, that definitely happened to me before.
Yeah,
It's like,
it happened to me too.
Especially with like girlfriends and stuff. It's definitely like, oh, what's she doing? Or is she
Yeah, you kind of be
interest,
like, you overthink it. And you kind of
yeah. It's like why she has her phone on all times? Why can't she respond? Like it's just like it gets in your head and you become kind of toxic.
Yeah, you
and all
become
that.
very anxious.
Yeah.
But it's like as time goes on, you kind of learn that people are busy and they have their own things too.
I feel like when you say like when people are anxious, people get anxious. I feel like people who already have anxiety, they just get more anxious. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
I mean, like for me, at least personal experience, I had a best friend that ghosted me, and a couple of months later, I found out after she broke up with her boyfriend around the time she ghosted me, her boyfriend hated me, so that's why she ghosted me. I was like, you couldn't tell me that? Like,
yeah, that's kind of messed up.
We're still friends, but
Communication.
it happened.
Yeah, but still, it's not
Dude,
great.
We don't know how to communicate. I swear, this
society, dude.
This society.
I say we're getting better though.
Our generation. I guess.
It depends on
It's
the people
hard.
though. Sometimes they're
As,
like,
as,
oh,
in,
it's
as
like sometimes,
individuals.
dude, sometimes people are like, oh, we're gonna tell you everything and do that. Just keep
Are you good at communicating me?
these little secrets, you know?
Well, I at least text back.
You never hang out with us though.
I know, right?
I'm always like, hey, you want to go outside for a walk? No, I already did that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Man, that walk. You turn down a walk? Come on.
Yeah, man.
I can't, man.
What do you mean you can't? You just step out of your house, bro.
Hey, hit
out
us
of
with
my
another
domain.
question, buddy.
Hit us with that. Hit us.
All right. Is he ghosting me or just needed space?
So you're talking about like relationship specifically?
Yeah. I'm just reading off the questions that I typed into Google, man.
That's the same thing with overthinking, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You overthink it. You think they're
pretty
like
sure
just
it's all-
ignoring.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the guy or the girl needed space. Hopefully
It could
they,
be both.
They communicated.
And it also comes down to the whole like social media thing too, I think, because I know at least in my personal experience, I'll be like, they haven't responded to my text message, but they're posting on Instagram and all that stuff. So it kind of brings up like, oh, like, are they actually ignoring me because they posted on Instagram, or are they not? If that makes any sense.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Like they're still active in other things, but
Right.
I feel like they just don't have their priorities straight.
Yeah, yep. Dude, that's what happened to me.
You
Like,
didn't have your priorities straight.
well, yeah, kind of like in a relationship standpoint, I was like, well, she was like, she
You
needed
feel like you need
space.
to be number one, right?
No, she's like, oh, I need to work on myself, so she ghosted me. Like, she wouldn't respond, and then after that, like, it became kind of like my turn in a sense. It's like, yo, I found out I'm kind of all over the place as well.
yeah, for sure.
And yeah, so texting her was just, I'm already a bad texter, but texting her was just kind of like wasn't like my number one priority and stuff, and that definitely made her feel a certain way, I guess.
You said
Well-
you're a bad texter, Alex, but are you any better with calling?
Yeah, I'll answer your calls.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I'm trying
that sounded
to
so reluctant. Oh,
I'm
yeah, I'll
trying
just
to
answer it.
I'm trying to text, like, I'm trying to text on time, I guess, and put in more effort on my responses and all that.
Yeah,
But
I-
if you call me, I'll I'll pick up.
I see.
Yeah.
Because usually when I text someone, it's not too much of a priority because I know people are busy. And like I don't need an answer right away. That's why I text. But if I need an answer right away, I usually call.
You should
Yeah.
call.
I think
Yeah.
I think it just comes down to if you're you have to feel secure and all that about yourself and not overthink when it comes to friends, especially. You give them like the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, they're busy, they'll text me later. And then if you have that kind of mindset, it won't really affect you,
True.
like when they text back. Like,
Yeah, I think, it comes down to like you knowing that they have their own things to do as well, and you're
Yeah.
not the only person that they have to give their attention to.
Mhm.
yeah. And I think that works. That is the same case for relationships as well. Maybe it could be a little harder though to see through that, but
I feel like in that sense, it depends on how the people are, what
yeah,
they're-
yeah. But in order, you also have to be secure and all that, and I guess trust your partner.
And communication is
and communicate.
Yeah, you can't just
Be like,
leave.
okay, she needs space. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
think too much about
It
it.
can't just be like a good conversation ended and then all of a sudden she doesn't talk anymore. That's just
But that has happened.
sucks,
I
yeah.
have experienced that and I've seen that before.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
I mean, I think that's perfectly normal, especially in a relationship. You guys just run out of things to talk about. But as long as you introduce something new to talk about or just bring up, another date that you guys are planning, then it'll be okay.
I
Yeah.
see.
So what I do a lot, I try not to do anymore, is give a reaction.
Oh, you gave a reaction to like things?
When I don't have anything to add or talk about.
Oh, I see.
They'll say something and then I will give them like a ha 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 reaction or like a thumbs up, and then I'll be like goodbye, and then
Goodbye. What the?
I might come back. And then like text them something new, like hey, or like but that's one thing that I used to do, and I got called out for it, and I try not to do that. I mean, go ahead.
All right. Next question. How many days is being ghosted?
How many days?
Like how? What's the what's the least amount of days?
I
that it
say
has to be
24
ghosted?
hours.
You said
24 hours? I don't think
I-
24.
I-
Dude,
Mm,
that's not ghosting, dude.
I don't think that's ghosting.
I feel like ghosting is like at least a week of no talking. That's
Mine is thinking more like 2 weeks at least.
2 weeks, really?
Wow, you
Because
guys.
I mean, at least for me, I I miss a lot of my messages because I get really busy throughout the week, especially with work and stuff, you know. So if I get really busy, I'll see your message in the beginning and then I won't actually remember that, oh, this person messaged me, or, you know, I'll forget to respond by the end of the week. So that's why I usually give people 2 weeks to respond.
2 weeks. Wow.
2 weeks.
I
Wow,
say
these
I
guys.
probably go 1 week.
I think one
I'll
week
change,
is
I'll
the
change my
extent for me.
answer.
24 hours is so short for
You
ghosting.
ghosted me.
No, I mean, I feel it with the shorter days. I would say like at least like 5 days.
5 days?
Yeah, because people get busy during out just a week, but then people are usually more free during the weekends. So like 5 days, about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's some leeway, I guess.
It also depends on the person, I'd say, you know, like how close you are to that person and
That's very true.
what, you know, I guess what the topic you guys are talking about. But at the same time, the topic shouldn't matter too much with ghosting. But
I feel like sometimes some people just hit me up out of nowhere, and then like we talk for a little bit, and then like we don't talk again for like the next few months.
Oh shit! Is that me?
Is that ghosting? What was that?
The thing,
I mean-
yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, like, I think that's okay as long as you both have that mutual understanding. Because for me, at least, I have a lot of friends where I don't talk to for a lot of long period of time because we're just doing our own thing. Like we're very busy with life, getting stuff together. But you know, when we do think of each other, we'll message each other, hey, like I thought of you, like how's it going? Like, but we're not ghosting each other, even though we haven't spoken in so long.
Yeah. I think the 24-hour thing, yeah, it's a little too short, but it's just in my head still, I'm just like, dude, you have your phone. Can't you just respond, dude? But yeah, it's a little too short. Probably, you know, there's a chance that the person is just too busy or they forget and all that. I probably give it, I don't know.
I mean, it's up to
To
you.
be honest, it's like
it's-
3 days or something.
It's like
If
personal preference.
so
Yeah,
I think
it's
I
personal
ghosted you,
preference.
Brandon.
Yeah, thanks for ghosting you.
It's
man.
like, it's like if I ask you something, right? Or we had a conversation and I asked you something and then you stop responding for 3, 4, 5 days or something like that. Then I'll be like, okay, then
But what
You're
if
just-
they come
you're-
back?
you're just
And
not
then-
you're just choosing to not talk to me. Then.
I was
what if
waiting
they
for that
come back?
response for a long time.
Yeah, what if they come back for a response and they actually gave you an answer? Would that still be considered ghosting?
I don't think.
I don't know, dude.
Or is
Maybe
it like
maybe I did
a
ghost
soft
Brandon.
ghosting?
I think I soft ghosted Brandon
Rude.
because I just got lazy after telling Ming that.
What the hell?
Oh, yeah.
You just assumed that he would tell me?
yeah. So I just got super lazy to even pick up my
Dude,
phone and text.
I was like getting kind of anxious. I was like, are we gonna do it at 11 or are we gonna do it at 2? I was
Yeah, man, don't use me as a middle ground.
because
Yeah,
Ming won't hit me up. I'm the
I-
one that usually hits
I
Ming
just
up.
assumed Ming will be like, yeah, okay. Alex said, cool.
Yeah, so well, I mean, I asked you personally as well, and you said, yeah, that's fine.
I think Ming
And then-
Ming ghosted you, Brandon.
Whoa! I'm sorry. He didn't say Ming. Do you want to do at 11? He said, what was the actual? Let me see.
He's like, hey Alex, you okay with it? And then I said, Alex? Question mark.
Yeah, Alex question mark.
Are you, I thought you were like,
I replied. I said I'm fine with it, but then I
I was like worried. I thought you like died or something.
Yeah. And you see me on freaking Valorant.
I see you on
and stuff.
Apex Valorant, and I'm like, God damn, this guy's like,
oh man, this guy has the audacity, dude, to be to
Dude,
playing games.
Dude, I shouldn't even be on this episode today. I'm a freaking
then you would
ghoster.
just make
Sorry,
it
guys.
worse. You would just be an ultra ghoster.
All right. I have the question then. What are some of your texting habits and all that to not ghost people or to to keep a conversation going? Like, what do you guys do?
I mean, for
If you
me
guys-
at
if you
least,
guys have one.
if the conversation dies, the conversation dies. That's how I.
Yeah, that's how
But
it is.
I wouldn't consider that ghosting if we can't keep a conversation going. But
Right.
that's just me.
What if like the person that you're texting like gets kind of butthurt that you don't try to keep the conversation going if that ever happens?
I've had that before, and I'm like, oh, kind of died.
Well, how about this? If it died, will you guys like be like, hey, talk to you later, or does it just kind of stop right there and then you guys just automatically know like, okay, text you later, something like that? Or
I do that, but for some people, it's just like, hey, I wanted to talk more, and I'm like, I really couldn't talk anymore. That's why I said bye.
do you tell them that like, hey, I can't really, there's nothing to talk about anymore? Or
Yeah, I do.
what do you say? Do you say,
Like,
oh, I'm busy? Or
I'm busy, or yeah, I do say I'm busy.
okay, so
Like,
you actually tell them like, hey, I'm going to end the conversation here, like that,
yeah,
instead of just dropping it. And okay,
yeah.
I mean, for me, if with my friends, if the conversation it ends, but then like one of us will think of something random and we'll just start the conversation up again.
right.
And for me, that is okay with me and my friends because we kind of eventually have that mutual agreement that we're like, okay, we're if we don't have anything else to talk about. But when someone does have something, then that's when it'll start up again. But we don't really tell each other like, hey, I'm done talking to you right now or whatever.
Yeah.
We
I
just
think it's just
respond when we agree.
Yeah, it's just your comfort level with people
Right.
and just communication, knowing what's up with you guys.
I feel like it depends how close you guys are too. Like in terms of like if you get close to like relationship level too, where that communication is needed.
Yeah.
So like if it's my girlfriend, then like after 24 hours, then yeah, I definitely would, hit her up and be like, hey, we okay? But if it's like friendship wise, like if it dies, it dies.
Yeah. There's some differences there for sure.
Yeah.
How about you, Ming? Like, you do anything to?
I feel like now I don't really care because
How do you,
everyone's busy, right? Everyone's doing their own thing, and I know some people aren't good communicators, so there's that.
how do you text your girl?
Well, most of the time she's sleeping.
So you're just talking to yourself?
Yeah, so sometimes I'm so no. I would send text to her, and then like it was interesting. She would keep the conversation going, but sometimes the conversation dies, and I know it's not anyone's fault. It's not like she's uninterested. It's just
she just fell asleep. Right?
She just fell asleep, or she's doing something else. Yeah, like today when she went to work, she forgot her phone. She left it in my room.
Okay.
So.
Okay. That's cool.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah. But that's only for like relationship level and like people you're close to. Like you understand, like you have an understanding. You know them basically. In terms of like other people, like strangers or like someone you just met, you try to keep the conversation going. It is hard, but
there's a lot of small talk.
Yeah, it's mostly small talks. It is. I feel like mostly small talk.
When you're first starting, it's mostly small talk because you have to try to get to know the person.
Yeah, but then eventually, I don't know. For me, I mean, if the conversation dies, I try to change the topic. But if it doesn't, then it dies. I don't know. My conversations with friends are like kind of dumb. Like me and Leanne just say like the same shit over and over.
Hey, just call each other stupid.
Yeah, we call each other stupid.
Jesus Christ. Hey, stupid.
We had a whole day where we call each other stupid. That's like the only conversation we had.
I mean, I had a conversation with this guy and pretty much for almost a year, we just responded yes to each other. So if you just go back into our log for a whole entire year, we would just say yes. That's the only word you would see there.
That's funny.
But at least you're thinking of them. It's not like intentionally hate or like intentionally ghosting.
It's more like
right?
friends that you're comfortable with just trolling, dude.
Yeah. But it's not like we're ghosting out of spite or we completely forgot about them.
I mean, I guess that kind of brings up a question for me. If you guys don't mind me asking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
go ahead.
What do you guys think of the definition ghosting? Like, what do you guys think ghosting means?
I would say ghosting is like intentionally ignoring someone, like because you don't want to deal with it anymore.
But is it for a long period of time? Is it like forever?
I feel like it's a forever type of thing. It's not like say we had the timelines of like 7 weeks, 4 days, if or no, not 7 weeks, 1 week and 4 days for Alex. Like if they don't respond after that timeline, then it's just like a forever thing. Like you don't want to deal with it anymore, or they don't want to deal with you too. How about you guys?
For me, I can see where Alex is going about the 24 hours thing. Like if they don't just respond to you, I feel like is a type of ghosting, especially if they're on social media or they left you on red, right? Then
Then
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it
I feel
feels
like
bad, dude.
that's ghosting to me, because then like they're already like disappearing, right? Like they're
Yeah,
not
and
there.
and
That's what
yeah, and they're choosing, I guess, to some most of the time, but I know there are cases where they are busy and all that.
I feel like when you're busy and you forget to message, or like you read it, but then like you were in the middle of something. I feel like that's not ghosting. That's just my opinion.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just disappearing for a period of time and choosing to ignore someone. And even if they come back, it's still kind of ghosting, and I'll get kind of upset for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Depending on who it is.
Yeah,
It's just
looks like
like,
you ghosted me
yeah,
earlier.
just like, yo, you didn't respond, and you're
It's like you
well,
didn't
what's up
respond
with
to
you,
me, huh?
bruh?
What's up, bro? You dead? Or
Yeah,
what?
and it's definitely even a more of a sensitive case, I guess, when it comes to relationship.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you
Yeah,
mean.
but friendship wise,
Yeah.
I think we all can agree, like, we have our own understanding and habits.
Mhm.
It shouldn't be too big of a deal. But yeah, I think it's relationship. That's when it could be kind of hurtful and traumatizing.
I feel like for a relationship, like if your bond isn't strong, or like the beginning of the relationship, I feel like um ghosting, you feel like they're ghosting you, but maybe they're not, you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely like a an example. Like, I'm not proud of it, but there's definitely like times where I didn't like really trust my partner, and like all sorts of scenarios were building in my head, and it was just
Oh,
like all
that's me
bad.
too. That's
Yeah,
I've
actually
done
me
that
too.
it's
before
just
too,
yeah,
dude.
it's
I
just all
become like
bad, dude.
too reliant on the other person, and then it's just like, oh,
Yeah, but like in relationships, I definitely make an effort to respond right away and all that, even if I'm busy. So I expect, you know, my
it's
partner
like
to
you
kind of do
expect
the
the same
same.
thing. That's
Yeah,
why.
it's just be like, hey, I'm busy, like I'm working or something, text you later. Like, because yeah, in relationships, I would turn on the red receipt for the iPhone and all that.
Oh, yeah, same
So
here.
it's like I could see you that you read it. So it's just an effort thing for relationships, in my opinion.
I always turn on my red receipt.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, because
We got to text more often, Bing.
it's because it shows that like I don't know, it's like a respect kind of thing. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you know, I read your message and I'm gonna reply to you
Yeah.
right
But there's
now, you
another
know.
thing though. It's like because you have it on, you could kind of ignore the message in a sense,
It's like you
right?
think it's
If
like
you don't click into it, it won't show red, right? It will
Yeah.
show delivered on the other end. So you could still kind of choose to ignore and be like, oh,
It's
I didn't
not
see it.
it's, okay, when for me, when I choose to ignore, it usually means it's not at the top of my priority to-do list. I have other stuff that needs my attention right away before
Mhm.
I can reply to you. Like if I have work or I have deadlines, I would have to do those first before I can talk to anyone. Like I can't I mean, there are other stuff I want to do as well, not just talking to friends. But it is not on the top of my to-do list if it's not.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I usually use Messenger, so I know when my friends have read it or not, and like I do that cheating thing, where I preview the message on my phone and it shows a big chunk of it, but I definitely will respond, when I do have the time, even if I've read it, but not like quote unquote read it per the app.
Yeah.
You got any more questions, Ming?
Yeah, of course.
That pause though. What the?
I'm trying to
Like,
read.
we could have a couple more. And
I'm trying to find
Yeah.
a good one. That's
when do
why.
you have to go, Brandon?
You can take your time. I had to get food for lunch soon or pick up food.
Okay. I mean,
Are
we're
you picking
hitting
up
the
lunch for
1
me?
hour soon, so
Oh, okay.
What does
What's up?
ghosting say about a person?
That they're messed up. No, I'm kidding.
they're hella fucked up, dude.
They're fucked up.
I mean, it depends on the person, like who's ghosting me, but like because my definition of ghosting is like they ignore me forever and without like telling me,
Mhm.
like
So if it's
no
like
more
a friend that does that, that's fucked up, right?
yeah, like no more contact further on, like yeah, that's pretty messed up. Like
It's like a big fuck you. Goodbye.
I'm like, okay, this is how you view our relationship. I guess like whatever.
It's like, thanks.
But
Guess I don't need you.
yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, the person would be pretty messed up, and like, I'd just definitely question myself, like, what happened?
In a sense, if it's like a friend that goes to you, then it's pretty like fucked up. But if it's like online dating, then it's like kind of like whatever, because people are just gonna be like that.
It's normal. I've definitely ghosted people from online dating.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like ghosting, it could be it's whatever with everyone. I feel, because then there are some people that I haven't talked to in years, maybe because of the pandemic.
But I mean, like, I feel like if you do hit them up and then you talk to them again, I feel like they would respond. Like, you just have to. It's like whoever puts in the effort to do
so
it.
you're saying that like mutual ghosting is when it's considered as full ghosting, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's like if that like, because like you lose touch with people over time. It doesn't mean that's like ghosting. It just means like you don't really talk to them. I think ghosting in my definition is like if you talk to them and some bad shit happens and then you just don't talk forever.
But sometimes it could be like you guys had like a good conversation, right? And then like it just stops and then you guys haven't talked in like forever.
I think that's normal.
Is that
I wouldn't
normal?
consider that
That's
ghosting.
not really
That's not
ghosting.
ghosting. Yeah.
Like my definition of ghosting is like if you end the relationship suddenly and there's no explanation whatsoever and like forever,
Yeah, it's like ending on a very hateful terms, I
Oh,
guess.
I see.
Not like you just don't talk to them.
I mean, like, but it doesn't even have to be hateful because the best friend that did ghost me, it wasn't, we were like two peas in a pod, but because of that boyfriend, like he wouldn't let her talk to me. And like every time she did, it just got really toxic. So it wasn't that anything went bad between me and her. It was just that her boyfriend didn't like me. And, that's why I ended up being ghosted for like almost a year or so.
This is off topic, but do you know?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just more curious about Audrey's thing.
Go ahead, Ming.
So the boyfriend, what didn't he like about you? Do you know?
No, because I mean, I don't really know. She just said that he never liked me, never liked being around me. Like after they broke up, that's, she finally reached out to me again. And I was just like, why'd you stop talking to me? Like, it's been so long. And she'd just be like, oh, my boyfriend just didn't like me. And it was just like the stupidest excuse, to be honest.
Wait, you told
But-
me that. You told me about this before.
Are you guys
right?
still friends now, or
Yeah, we still
Oh,
talk.
okay.
But
We're
just
just
not
not as close.
close anymore, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of fucked up. So
It's pretty fucked up, but like, you know, at the same time, like I still cared about her. I still wish her the best, and that nothing really bad happened except
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
fact that I was ignored for a while. And
yeah, and
He
yeah,
probably felt intimidated.
it's not it's not good to hold resentment, anyways, and just
Yeah, that's
move
true.
on with your life, anyways. Just keep doing you, right?
yeah, exactly.
If they want to come back, they'll come back and see what's
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
It's
You
like
know,
if they don't, then whatever.
And
if
and I
it's
feel
meant to be, they're gonna be there.
yeah, and I feel like the ghosting that Audrey is bringing up is the ghoster oftentimes are dealing with a lot of stuff. I would think maybe like internal or mentally, or maybe they're overwhelmed, maybe they don't want to confront people, maybe they don't want to socialize. I just feel like a large case people are just going through some stuff as well. I don't know.
That's usually how it is.
That's what I think, that if they really, really just like disconnect from you all of a sudden,
True.
unless like you guys got in a huge fight or they just don't like you anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you know, they always just never liked you, and at one day they were just like, "I'm so done with this. I gotta go. You're out of my life."
Yeah.
Later, loser.
Well, that's what I think about, Joseph. But at some point, I just realized maybe he doesn't like us or doesn't like me or something. I don't know, dude.
I don't know about
He's-
that. I feel like he's just very career oriented right now. Like,
The thing is, I don't know anything.
I mean, we have no
What's
idea
going on
because
with
he's
him,
been
like,
disconnected for everything.
Yeah. The thing is, like, we would always try to talk to him, hit him up, reach out to him whenever we can. And he wouldn't do that for us. And even when we do hit him up, he's really like wishy-washy. And it's to the point where we kind of stopped trying because to see if he would be the one to hit us up, but it never did. And it's been like 2-3 years. I haven't seen the guy for that long. And we were really close. I consider him a really good friend of mine, but
I felt
now
like,
it's just like I wish him well. Well, if he hits me up, I will still talk to him. I will still probably hang out with him. But if he's not putting in the effort, whatever reason it may be, I'm not going to keep, disturbing him or asking him to hang out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a little hurtful, not gonna lie, but
I think that's a pretty good mindset to have, though, because at the end of the day, any type of relationship, whether it be romantic or friendship,
Just has to be
it's a
some
two-way
effort.
street.
Yeah.
You can't just always run down the road, "Hey, I'm here," and then run back home and,
yeah. So at the end of the day, we're just like, let him do him. He's probably has a lot of stuff on his plate or something. Or like Brandon said, he's focusing on his career. And if he ever chooses to hit us up, we'll hang out,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
All right.
Any-
Should we end it here, or Ming or anyone else have anything more to say?
no, we're getting here.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Ming, you want to conclude this episode? And
That's Brandon concluding.
Brandon started. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Brandon. Do you know how to, Brandon?
I don't know how to. I think.
God damn, this guy can't close.
Wait, what do I say, guys?
Say whatever. Just kind of like, say
We
bye.
have Audrey close.
Audrey, come.
Thank you for
Aud-
tuning into
yeah.
the GOONCAST. This is Audrey, Alex, Brandon, and Ming here. Like, comment, subscribe in this video.
What can we take away from this, Brandon?
What can we
this
take away
episode?
from this
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
of ghosting?
Yeah, ghosting. Yeah, for our listeners out there.
Ghosting sucks. I know it's gonna be a part of daily life, but it still sucks. But it's still a part of life, so you shouldn't
Yeah,
really worry about
try
it.
not to ghost, but it's okay if you
Even
do,
if you do get ghosted, it's like those people are in your lives, then you don't really need them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly. Just focus on yourself. If they want to come back, they'll come
They'll come
back,
back,
and then
yeah.
you'll see how you feel. Don't hold a resentment. Ghosting happens.
yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure everyone ghosted.
So yeah,
Yeah.
this has been an episode of the GOONCAST,
All right.
and we're ending here.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening. I'm Brandon.
I'm Alex. Ming sucks.
I'm Ming, and Joseph. If you're listening to this, hit us up, man.
And I'm Audrey. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Audrey,
Goodbye.
for joining us.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you.